Hello, everyone. Um, I want to talk about something that's not quite as fun to talk about. So, um, last year I was in fifth grade, of course, and this year is the year that the school I went to last year actually closed. Like, I've been going there, almost my whole life, and now it's closed. And honestly, I'm kind of glad. I don't know why. Anyways, um, my fifth grade teacher, she was a very mean teacher. Like, I remember we used to do all these, reading assignments, and, um, we had to, read 5 different genres of books, and, we would always get a treat for each book we read, and then, we had to do, we had to do assignments, about those books. And that was very hard to do. I only got, 3 of the assignments done at, um, at the last one. And, I didn't get the ice cream. 'Cause, first we had, trying to remember, first we had something warm. I think it was, hot chocolate. I don't know. And then we had another treat. I don't know. And then we had ice cream. And I did not get the ice cream. So, that wasn't really mean, but, that was hard to do. And, she forced us to do all of them. If we didn't do all 5 of the assignments, which were hard to do, we wouldn't get the treat. 'Cause we had to get, a 95 or above. Or I think it was an 85 or above, I'm not sure. But still, we had to do all 5 of them and get a high amount of points on each one. Of course, I started out with the easy ones on each one. Like the comic book one, I remember. I don't really remember any of the other ones. Well, actually, there is one I remember, actually. We had to make, a poster, and it was about, I'm not sure, but, I think the book was about a white kid in a city full of black people. And, she said that instead of writing black, we had to write African American. And I think that was pretty dumb, since, it's not like calling them black is bad. Is it? She thinks it is. She thinks we just have to say African American instead. And I think that's kind of bad. 'Cause, black is pretty much just what they're called. It's not like some nickname to be mean, is it? No, it's not. It's not at all. It's not mean to call them black. 'Cause, it's the dark-skinned people. And they're supposed to be called black. Anyways, enough of that. I remember once I had a sore throat, and that was, a pretty big deal for me. Back in 5th grade. 'Cause, a sore throat was pretty bad. It hurt a ton having a sore throat. And it actually still does. It always hurts having a sore throat. But I remember one day I had a sore throat, and it was in the middle of the school day. earlier that morning, Mom promised that she would pick me up that day. Like, I had an early dismissal. So then, Mrs. Martin gave me all my stuff, and she assigned a whole bunch of projects. Like, there was a social studies flip book about, like, the places in South America, and there was, like, another thing that was hard to do. I forget what it was. So, so before I went out of the room, she wanted to talk to me about how having to go home because of sore throat was nonsense. And I was shocked because Mom thinks it's a big deal, right? So it is a big deal because Mom's a nurse. She is. And if she thinks having a sore throat is a pretty big deal, especially for someone like me, then I probably should be picked up. Probably. And then, the last thing she said to me when I went out of that classroom was, "I don't care that you're sick." What the heck, 5th grade teacher? What is wrong with you? You literally said, "I don't care that you're sick." That is just mean. And, like, there was, like, a pretty big bully back then. Like, she even copied a major assignment. Like, as soon as we presented our projects, she hung them up on the window for the rest of the year. But no, the bully, we'll just call her E. E just had to copy my projects. Like, she copied my idea. Because for our project, we had chose, like, what job we wanted. I was stuck on that one, and then, like, I decided, why don't I just go with video game designer? And then I kind of changed the wording a little. Like, first I said designer, then I said director, then I said developer. I don't know. I can't believe I still remember those. And then E, she just had to choose video game designer just like I did. And what makes it worse is that she could have easily chosen something else, like maybe a vet or someone who works in a pet store, 'cause she's into that kind of stuff, you know? Like one morning everyone was talking about Zika virus, and then she asked, "Why didn't they name it zebra virus?" And I thought that was just ridiculous. I just wanted to triple face palm. And yeah. She would have easily chosen something like pet store worker or veterinarian. But no. She just went with my idea. And then later that day, I asked why she chose it. I asked why she copied me. And then her response, "I didn't copy you." Seems normal, right? But then she said, "Also, weren't you originally going to choose video game designer?" And that just indicated that she was trying to copy me. Like, what the heck? Stop making it so obvious. Okay, E? Just why? So, what does this have to do with my 5th grade teacher being a mean teacher? Well, She thinks that the littlest things that I do, she thinks the littlest things that I might do, like sometimes, was just really, really mean. And like, I just didn't understand how my 5th grade teacher worked. Like, one day, my 5th grade teacher said to E, don't ever talk to me again. Like, just me. I'll just call myself V. Don't ever talk to V again. Like, she was referring to me. Like, she said, yeah, like, my 5th grade teacher told E to never talk to me again. And that was mean. Like, that was really mean. And I wasn't even trying to bully. Like, one day, I noticed that E constantly wanted to be first. Like, it was just first. First is best to her. To E. And then, one day, she asked me, why do you always want to be first? Which clearly I didn't ever want to be first. Like, I'm not all first is best, unlike her. And then, I said, why do you? As a little bit of a response. And then she said, I'm not the one that always wants to be first. But clearly she shows that she wants to be first all the time. And then, as nicely as possible, I tried to think of something nice. Like, I wanted to try to be as nice as possible with my response. What I came up with? Well, I said, to me, it looks like you're the one that always wants to be first, and not me. But that's just what I see. Pretty nice, right? Like, I wasn't trying to be mean. I wasn't all like, you're stupid. No, I wasn't like that at all. But she cried over it anyway. She just cried and cried. What the heck, E? You started all this. You're the one that started it. Don't you dare cry over it. And at lunch, everyone was just hating me, and it was horrible, alright? That was a horrible day. And then I had to talk with Mom about it a couple months later, and even my mom understood. Okay? But my teacher sure didn't understand at all. She just went, oh, Valerie, you're I messed up. Oh, V, you're such a huge bully. Can't believe I said my real name. Okay, so I was really surprised at how ignorant my 5th grade teacher was. Like, I was only in 5th grade. I was only in elementary school. I wasn't even in middle school yet. Middle school starts in 6th grade, not 5th. And my 5th grade teacher hates my guts, alright? She really does. Like, I remember also we had to do the whole entire ABC book on Canada, and it was super hard to do. Like, 26 pages all about Canada. We had to find a bunch of different things, and like they all had to do with Canada, and then we would have to put them in an ABC book. So then, So I worked on the book, and it took me a long time to do it. Like, I had to get some of it done with the principal just to get it handed in on time. Because it was super hard to do. And I was pretty lazy back then. Still kind of am now, but yeah. And then, well, obviously I worked super hard on this Canada book. Like, I'm not trying to be arrogant or anything, but I probably worked harder than anyone else. Almost anyone else. Kind of. There were only like 9 kids, including me, so yeah. Like, I had to draw a few of the pages, and they ended up looking pretty nice. And like, most of them had to be done on the computer, and of course, computer work is always just pretty hard to do, you know? Like, you have to make these entire pages and then print them out, make sure they actually fit on the paper, cut and glue. It's pretty messy, like pretty hard to do. And it was so hard to make. Like, I probably worked just as much, if not more, than everyone else in the room, in the class. But then guess what my 5th grade teacher decides to do? She decides to give me a 50. Yep, a 50% on my Canada book, which was super hard to make. And I was offended by this. I was shocked. I was mad. I was upset. Like, it's the whole entire reason why I hate my 5th grade teacher. Did I use the word loathe right? If so, yay for me. Hold on. Okay, yes, I used it right. And, like, she just hated me. Okay? But probably not as much as I loathed her. Seriously. I hate her. I hate her guts. 'Cause she's so mean. And, like, she always gives us tons and tons of homework. Like, I would barely have any time to do stuff. Like, I would barely have time to do anything that I actually like to do. Like, play video games. Yeah. It was awful being in 5th grade. And you know what? I'm thinking that high school is probably going to be better. And that's probably going to be true. That's going to be better than 5th grade. And I'm not joking. Because 5th grade sucked. 5th grade was the worst. I hated 5th grade, and I still do. Mostly because of the teacher. So, yeah. And she was always really strict, too. So, I hated that. So, that's gonna be it for this video. Like and subscribe if you agree that my 5th grade teacher was a huge jerk. I really do not enjoy talking about it because it just fills me with hatred. Okay? Like, that's how much I hated my 5th grade teacher. And still do, actually. So, yeah. Bye. Goodbye. Oh, and I forgot to say something. Sorry that yesterday or last night's video was terrible. Um, I just only had half an hour to make a video, and that was the best I could come up with. Like, I only had 20 minutes to make a video about anything. So that was the best that I could make.